Hi guys, welcome once again to the channel, and this week I've got something a little bit unusual and different for you. It's a gorgeous Gigondas from France's Rhône Valley, coming right up. Hi folks, yes indeed, this is indeed Tony Melville with another edition of Big on Wine, the channel that brings you news, clues and, yes, you guessed it, reviews about just about everything in the world of wine. My wine of the week for this week is an unusual one. It's a Gigondas from the France's Rhône Valley. The actual name of the wine is Gigondas l'Alhali Grande Réserve 2014. That's a bit of a mouthful, and it will soon be a bit of a mouthful. This one comes in for a price of roughly €16 a bottle. Now, if you were looking carefully at the bottle, you'll notice, of course, that it does have that wonderful crest on it, similar to bottles from Châteauneuf du Pape. And the reason is that Châteauneuf du Pape and Gigondas are in fact very close to one another. So we're talking here the area of the southern Rhône Valley of France, close to Avignon, and in fact the Gigondas commune, a very small commune of about 500 people, is roughly 40 kilometers northeast of Avignon and about 20-25 kilometers from the more famous big brother Châteauneuf du Pape. All right, now we're talking here in the southern Rhône, we're talking about GSM wines. Now we've been through GSM before, but very quickly, let's run through it again. We're talking Grenache, Syrah, and Mourvèdre. There's our GSM. Now this one is actually referred to in French as Grenache Noir, which doesn't in fact mean black, it means red. So we're talking about the red grape, the Grenache grape. Grenache, Syrah and Mourvèdre, GSM. Okay, let's have a look at it in the glass. Now as we can see by looking at it, the colour of the wine is obviously reddish, a ruby red, but breaking slightly towards a little brownish hue there. And it's also fairly clear in colour, light coloured, not quite light, but let's say medium bodied, in fact. So we're not talking about a particularly heavy kind of wine here. In the nose, we have those wonderful red fruit aromas which we associate with the wines at the southern end of the Rhône Valley, so Châteauneuf du Pape and also Crozes-Hermitage, Côte de Rhône. We're getting the aromas of, what should I say here, cherry comes through, sour cherry perhaps, spicy, there's a touch of pepper or something in the nose, earthy, a kind of an earthiness to this wine. So a lovely looking wine, a medium bodied wine, certainly in terms of appearance. Let's taste it in the mouth. Yes indeed, medium bodied, quite tannic, softish tannins, not too aggressive, and certainly the cherry is running towards sour cherry more, or perhaps what should we put alongside the sour cherry? Red currant perhaps, sour cherry and red currant. Those are the two flavours that come through most prominently. And in the finish, which is starting to unfold now, we're getting that spiciness, that kind of black pepper, which is rather attractive and will, I'm sure, provide the perfect accompaniment to food. Let's take one more taste. Yes, indeed. Now this is, as I say, a medium-bodied wine. is going to go extremely nicely with a whole variety of dishes. So what would I recommend? Well, I mean, you know, you look in your textbooks, your wine guides, and it says beef and lamb, casseroles and stews, maybe some game dishes. But, you know, me being a kind of a wishy-washy Englishman here, I'm going to say a roast turkey. Yeah, roast turkey with all the trimmings would match this Gigondas perfectly. Get the serving temperature right. We're talking about a serving temperature of around 16 to 18 degrees, so just a little bit chilled. Put your bottle of wine in the fridge for half an hour or so before you serve it. So 16 to 18 degrees. Let's bring you the heads up on this one. This is Gigondas, I'll try and say that again, Gigondas La Halali Grande Réserve 2014 vintage, a perfect GSM example, Grenache, Syrah, Mourvèdre, medium-bodied wine, wonderful with meat dishes, but also with something like roast turkey. I'm going to give this one here 4 stars out of 5. Okay guys, if you've enjoyed what you've seen on this week's show, then please feel free to give us a big thumbs up, for which we're eternally grateful. And hey, why not consider subscribing by hitting that big red button somewhere up there in the top left-hand corner. We'll be back again with another great wine of the week next week. And until then, this is Tony Melville saying, take care, cheers, and bye for now.